Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The session is about to begin. I request all of you to please take your seats. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nilanjana Banerjee. Thank you for joining us today at USIBC's 47th Annual General Meeting and the India Ideas Summit. Today, we will be celebrating the last 75 years of Indian self-rule, democracy, and development, as well as the growing partnership between United States and India. We're very excited to have you with us in New Delhi, in person, at the Taj Palace Hotel. I thank all of you for taking out the time to be here. We are honored to be joined by distinguished guests from both the governments. Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu, Honorable Minister for Women and Child Development Smriti Irani, Honorable Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Honorable Minister for Power and Renewable Energy R.K. Singh, Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India T. Ravi Shankar, Lieutenant General Rajesh Pant, the National Cyber Security Coordinator, Director General of Telecom A.K. Tiwari, Dr. V.K. Paul of Niti Aayog, U.S. Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm, Deputy Assistant to the President and Coordinator for the Indo-Pacific Kurt Campbell, CEO of U.S. International Development Finance Corporation Scott Nathan. To open our event, we are delighted to have remarks from the Honorable Ambassador for India to the United States, Taranjit Singh Sandhu, and here to introduce him is Ralph Voltmer, partner at Covington & Burling and a valued member of the USIBC Global Board of Directors.
Good morning and welcome everyone to the USIBC India Ideas Summit. I'm delighted to be here today and to be celebrating with all of you not only 75 years of India's independence, but also the robust and dynamic progress of the U.S.-India economic partnership. India is a country near and dear to me, and I'm so happy for the people of this country as they celebrate this important moment in India's history. To start today's USIBC India Ideas Summit, I am honored to introduce remarks from His Excellency Honorable Indian Ambassador to the United States, Taranjit Singh Sandhu. While the Ambassador is not able to be here with us today, he has sent a video address from Washington, D.C. to speak directly to us at the summit. There are few leaders who have made their mark on the transformation of the U.S.-India relationship more prominently and more passionately than Ambassador Sandhu. What many of you may not know, Ambassador Sandhu has been an integral diplomatic leader in the transformation of the U.S.-India relationship for over 20 years, first starting in Washington, D.C. as a fresh political officer at the Embassy of India in 1997. Since then, Ambassador Sandhu has played various senior leadership roles in the United States. We could not be more privileged to have a more experienced diplomatic champion to represent the warm and long-term relations of the Indian people with the American people. Ambassador Sandhu has deepened partnerships across the Hill, developing deep ties with the American government and elected leaders, and he has traveled to many U.S. states, deepening ties with American business, governors, legislators, and the Indian diaspora, all of which make him such a successful envoy connecting our two countries. Ambassador Sandhu has been a visionary leader who has represented the Indian people across the world in prominent postings in Germany, Ukraine, and Sri Lanka, a posting that he shared with Ambassador Keshup during his tenure as the U.S. Ambassador in Colombo. On behalf of the USIBC Global Board of Directors, on which I serve as a member representing Covington & Burling, and all our members representing the business leaders in the U.S.-Indian corridor, we are grateful to the Ambassador's dedicated lifetime commitment to strengthening the U.S.-India relationship and setting the stage for a sustained shared prosperity for all our people. So I am happy to present to you the message from Ambassador Sandhu. Thank you.
My dear friend and President US IBC, Ambassador Atul Keshav, colleagues from Government of India and United States, distinguished leaders of industry and friends. It is my pleasure to speak to you during the 47th Annual General Meeting and the India Idea Summit in New Delhi. It is heartening to see that you are in Delhi for an in-person event, an important signal of our collective recovery, if I may say so, from the pandemic. Over the course of the next 2 days, you will have an opportunity to listen to India's leadership across different sectors on the various prospects for enhanced economic engagement between India and the United States. The signs of economic recovery are all around you. Various indices, from investments to industrial production and demand, have been rising steadily over the past year. It is particularly noteworthy that India-US trade is now at record levels. In 2021, it crossed $160 billion US, and in the first 6 months of this year, has been regularly touching $12 billion a month. It goes without saying that all this has been achieved without a free trade agreement between our two countries. Similarly, bilateral investment figures have also been positive, with accelerated focus in technology-related sectors. On previous occasions, I have outlined 5 broad areas of priority. These include digital and tech, healthcare, energy including renewable, the knowledge and education partnership, and defense and strategic partnership. Each of these sectors provide opportunities for your companies as they build new collaborations and explore new horizons. In the course of my travels across the United States, I have seen tremendous enthusiasm for the India growth story from industry, including many of your companies. A particular emphasis has been on state-to-state cooperation. I have met more than 40 US governors who are deeply interested in driving the economic partnership. Like in the US, Indian states are active in laying the framework for investments. Our work is to ensure that this enthusiasm translates into concrete action, delivering tangible prosperity to both our countries. Equally important is a focus on small and medium-scale sector. Just as small business in the United States are regarded as the backbone of the economy, the SME sector in India is a key engine of growth that allows for economic prosperity to reach the distant corners of the country. US IBC and Government of India can work closely together with the US administration to identify and develop new opportunities in this sector. Many of our traditional dialogue mechanisms have been moving at a steady pace over the last year and a half, guided by the agenda laid down by President Biden and Prime Minister Modi. India-US Trade Forum allowed for breakthroughs in agriculture sector, where the CEO's Forum has been reconstituted and is ready to meet. At this summit is gathering, we are preparing for India's participation in the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework Ministerial Meeting. These high-level engagements, whether they be bilateral or multilateral, allow for greater understanding of each other's priorities. We are conscious of the tremendous distance that we have traveled, as well as the work that is still to be done. As two large democracies with diverse population underpinned by the rule of law, we must continuously find new ways to further deepen the economic pillar of the partnership. I again congratulate USIBC for successfully convening the India Idea Summit and for the wide representation amongst the Indian and US business gathered here today. My best wishes for fruitful discussions at the summit. Thank you